New York Fashion Week is now in full swing, a time when who you wear matters as much as what you wear.
This is a huge to-do here in New York City twice a year. It's when all of the top designers preview their upcoming collections. Great parties. On any given day, you'll see celebrities, socialites, supermodels.
At Fashion Week in New York, and CNN's Gail O'Neill has been braving the crowds. Morning, Gail.
Morning, Carol. I'll tell you, this is the biggest media crush I've seen so far, and it's all over maternity wear.
It was going to be the first ever maternity clothing fashion show during New York's Fashion Week. So that was a big deal.
Here we have the designer, Liz Lang herself, and several of her models who you can see are actually with child, very pregnant.
Why would a woman want to take a year off of looking fashionable, feeling pretty, feeling great?
The show starts, you're backstage, you're kind of peeking through the curtain, you're watching the show, you're watching the audience reaction. And halfway through the show, I saw that the CNN cameras, they were kind of running out of the tent mid-show. I'd say within 10 minutes of walking out of my show that the world had changed.
We want to go live right now and show you a picture of the World Trade Center, where I understand, do we have it?
We have a breaking news story to tell you about. Apparently, a plane has just crashed into the World Trade Center here in New York City. It happened just a few moments ago.
It's quite terrifying. I'm in shock right now. I came out of the subway and I saw a big ball of fire.
I thought like the building was going to topple over, and I don't know what it was. What was it, a bomb?
Somebody yelled the Chrysler Building, but it's fine.
Yves Saint Laurent party supposed to be tonight with Tom Ford. I'm sure he's going to cancel.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Giorgio Armani's canceled everything.
Is Tom Ford in town now? Is he here?
Come this way.
I remember thinking, why is anyone going to want to wear a ball gown or a party dress again? Why is anyone going to want to read a fashion magazine when they've gone through this? Why does anyone care about clothes?
There was a lull for a moment, but then within a few months' time, people started to consume. It was almost like your patriotic duty to be a capitalist.
Since John arrived, we sell 50% more every 6 months, so I hope it will continue.
When I signed with Gucci, I just continually like push myself to get stronger physically and mentally, and this is the outcome.
first looks.
Oh, gorgeous. Look at her.
Amazing.
I wanted really each one of these girls to look like candy in a way, something that was so beautiful, so tempting. You know, you really just wanted to just... Yellow and blue and sugar pink and white and things that really, very candy colors.
The House of Gucci with Tom Ford is the winner in Milan for me at the moment. You cannot go wrong with Tom Ford. He is the buzzword. He's hot. He will be hot. He will continue to be hot. It is hot. The word hot is not appropriate. The word brilliant is appropriate. The word top is appropriate. He's like the T-model Ford for Gucci.
Some of Tom's campaigns were like the most controversial.
You shaved a G in the model's pubic hair.
I know, and I actually did shave that G in that girl's pubic hair myself. I wanted it exactly that way. I had to fill it in with an eyebrow pencil a little bit.
People were scandalized by this, but, it's kind of the oldest trick in the book, right? Sex sells, and he was milking it, to the max.
It wasn't porn, but it was just racy enough to titillate without being vulgar.
It was a commentary on where we were with branding. We had pushed branding to the absolute limit. Everything was branded. So why not, a guy branding his girlfriend's pubic hair?
The power of the icon, the emoji of its time. Logomania was part of the democratization of fashion. You needed something that was instantly recognizable as what it was for the people who were buying into your ethos, so that they had something which their friends would instantly be able to identify.
The frenzy for these logos, fueled by celebrities, the billboards, the magazine ads, the commercials, the placement in movies, the logo-heavy marketing, switched the reason that everyone had purchased these products in the first place from what they were, beautiful handcrafted luxury items, rare, special, into what they represented, wealth, success, power.
That is the genius of the people who are at the head of these conglomerates. They are magicians. They magic desire.
Ces marques font des vocations extraordinaires qui permet de faire rêver le monde entier.
You weren't buying a Louis Vuitton bag. You were buying the Louis Vuitton marketing message. And it has the logo on it. It's shouting the brand.
Ça, c'est magnifique, hein?
You'd pull out that lipstick and put it on, and there was the logo on the lipstick. So it looked like you could afford the dream, but you just had a little piece of the dream. You couldn't afford the couture gown that had 100 hours of embroidery and cost $120,000. But you could get the lipstick for $35 in the duty-free.
It's easy for us to become consumed, in a sense, by materialism. Now, materialism is fine. We live in a material world. I'm not saying that beautiful things don't enhance our lives. But in our culture, we're never happy. It's, when I get here, I'm going to be happy. When I have those new shoes, when I go to that new party, when I get that country house, when I get that new job. We will never be fulfilled because this will continue until the day we die.
And you are to blame.
But no, it's bigger than that. It is our entire culture. Of course I was a part of it. We're all a part of it.
Hi! How gorgeous have you become? Look at you! I can't stop looking at you. Oh, God, that's very fabulous to see you like this new incarnation, sort of the new and improved McQueen.
I had to become strong in myself and strong physically for for Paris because I realized I was going to show here for good and I was going to be competing with the big league. And mentally and physically, you have to be strong for this.
At Gucci, I think they gave him what he wasn't getting at LVMH. He got healthier and happier when he could focus back entirely 100% on his own brand.
Didn't he look great? I said, I'm so fed up with seeing these tracksuits and things. Show us the tailoring in the show, and let's see you looking sexy too. He's gone slightly Tom Ford.
Alexander McQueen really looked up to Tom Ford, and he idolized him as kind of the model of the designer and the man that he wanted to be. He would start dressing like him and acting like him and eating like him, and so it was a way for him to kind of move himself into a different level, a different firmament.
He wanted more acknowledgement, and he got it from Tom and Mr. Del Sole.
I know he adored this mother. And I would have made a point, she was living in Scotland, to send my driver to pick her up and take her to the fashion show and invite her to the dinner, just to be attentive and show that I really care.
It was time to renegotiate their contracts. Dom and Tom did not want to give up the power that they had earned by turning Gucci from a nearly bankrupt company into this global conglomerate.
There's been some rumors about you and Dominica.
You know, rumors are always rumors. It is true that both my and Domenico's contracts are up next year in 2004. Both of us have worked so hard over the last 10 years to build this company. We have an enormous emotional attachment to it, and I can't imagine leaving it. So those are just rumors.
Tom and I felt that was our company, in our own mind, that's our company. Now, we didn't own it, and we respect the fact that you have to generate success and dividends, et cetera, for the shareholder, but we own the company.
Tom Ford et Domenico De Sole avaient cru que Gucci leur appartenait. Il se trouve que l'actionnaire, c'était moi. Voilà, c'était pas. Il voulait mener une politique qui ne correspondait pas à celle à laquelle je croyais. Puis un beau jour, j'ai dit à Tom Ford, bien vous partez. Tom Ford, vous partez. Ce qu'il n'a pas compris d'ailleurs, parce que comme il se croyait chez lui.
It was a very emotional moment, I remember. I never cried in my life, even when my parents died, I didn't cry. But I did cry, telling the senior people of the company I was leaving.
Il est parti, ça a tangué, les gazettes se sont dit, oh là là, il est fou, il va foutre le groupe en l'air. Et on a vu que depuis, c'est reparti.
No, it's Monsieur Pinault's company, and obviously, you know, there were differences, and we just have to all move on, as I'm sure Tom is.
I remember the press saying, Gucci's dead. Gucci without Tom Ford cannot be Gucci. I also remember thinking, maybe the word Gucci is still more powerful than the word Tom Ford.
At the end of the day, because they had succeeded so well, the superstar was Gucci, not just Tom Ford.
I all of a sudden felt lost. I thought, well, what do I contribute to the world? You know, what am I doing? Who am I? What is this? Because I had worked so hard for so long, and I didn't really realize how it would feel when I no longer had that platform or that voice. I felt quite lost.
He said his 40s, the entire decade, was an absolute wasted decade for him. It completely threw him. Everything that he'd been doing, once the once the cork was out of the bottle, just exploded into his private life and swallowed him whole.
Alexander McQueen was bereft. He had lost his mentor, and there was a new era in place at Gucci where the brand was going to be dominant.
The Gucci group sent in all little men in black suits and black ties and white shirts, coming in and like watching us all work and trying to dictate things to us.
He hated the idea that there was a group called Gucci that could tell him, no, you won't have this budget or that budget. Yes, you can do this, but not that.
It can be really lonely, and I think you know, I think there's more to life than fashion, and I don't want to be stuck in that bubble of this is what I do, because everyone in the office, they go home and they can shut off. But I'm still Alexander McQueen after I shut the door.
You have these incredibly creative people, you know, like Galliano and McQueen, who had staged these kind of very theatrical shows that felt like theatre to perform in, inside an industry that is so demanding of them. You would never take an artist and force them to make 14 shows in a year, you know, and expect all those shows to be brilliant and expect them to kind of have the creative inspiration and juice to just keep producing almost like a machine.
Along with all the successes came more collections. At that moment, I was producing 32 collections a year between the House of Galliano and the House of Dior. And each collection would comprise about 1,000 pieces. The drinking did creep up on me.
He started to take longer and longer and longer to get into a state where he was remotely presentable to anyone else, because he was so out of it.
You want me to stop? No, I don't care. It's for you. It's your image. It's tarnished. You can't change it. After I had my last toboggan ride down the Great Chinese Wall, and there I was, and I arrived at McDonald's. I mean, there you go. That was the collection. Joe DiMaggio. And where was Marilyn? In rubber.
Would you say that it takes a lot of courage to give an artist such a free artistic reins?
Yes, it's courage, but also we have some reward, because sales of Christian Dior since he arrived have been multiplied by 6. So it's quite good, don't you think?
There was a total fear of Bernard Arnault and anyone putting a foot wrong in front of him. You know, maybe John was scared that this man could just erase all the success that he's had, and he's at the height of his career. It's just so far to fall.
When we think of John and the incredible things that he's done for the image of the House of Dior, it seems to us that he must have carte blanche as a designer, artistically.
Absolutely, he has absolutely carte blanche.
So you let him run with the ball in any direction?
As long as the business is going how it is going, the business is booming, so he has carte blanche.
His image became more and more extravagant, to the point where often he would come out after his shows with a full look.
If you're going to do something, I just think you have to go all out for it. Otherwise, just don't bother. Do you know what I mean? It's something that, if you believe in something, you have to do it to the end.